Hey guys, I have a fun video today which is 4 things about citrus that you need to know. Most of these facts I found on Dr. Michael Greger's website's nutritionfacts.org, and I'm going to put links for all these down below so you can check them out in more detail. There's studies and things like that that you can look at. Okay, so the first 2 are, number 1, that you can keep your hands warm with citrus. Number 2, you can prevent strokes with citrus, so pretty heavy hitter here. So number 1 and 2, let me read some things for you. Phytonutrients in citrus such as hesperidin may increase blood flow sufficient to warm the hands and feet of those with cold sensitivity, as well as provide protection against cerebrovascular diseases and ischemic stroke, say that 5 times fast, and intracerebral damage. The citrus phytonutrient hesperidin increases blood flow, and if you give people the amount of hesperidin found in 2 cups of orange juice, blood flow goes up. But if you instead just give them the orange juice itself, that works even better. So there's other beneficial stuff besides this hesperidin in citrus. When we're exposed to cold temperatures, our bodies start to clamp off peripheral blood flow to keep our core warm. But if you eat a bunch of oranges before you go skiing, your risk of frostbite may go down since you're keeping up your blood flow to your fingers and toes. Pretty cool, huh? Number 3, citrus can fight cancer and DNA damage. The reason eating citrus fruit appears to protect against cancer may be because of DNA repair enzyme boosting powers of a compound concentrated in the peel. The protection purported by citrus peel consumption. And you can eat citrus whole by zesting some of the peel into your dishes. So what I did today when I made my green smoothie was I just made sure I had a little bit of the white part of the peel, which is kind of bitter, so I didn't use a lot of it, but then I just zested a tiny bit into my smoothie as well, and that really ups the flavor too. New data demonstrating a DNA protective agent was present in at least some fruits and vegetables found that the carotenoid beta-cryptxanthin, found primarily in citrus, seems to be the candidate that helps with this DNA protection. If you expose cells to a mutagenic chemical, you can cause physical breaks in the strands of DNA. But in less than an hour, our DNA repair enzymes can weld most of our DNA back together. But if you add some of the citrus phytonutrient, you can effectively double the speed at which the DNA is repaired. So the question is, do people who eat more fruit walk around with less DNA damage? Yes. And Dr. Greger says particularly in women. Does this actually translate to lower cancer rates? Yes. Citrus alone is associated with a 10% reduction in the odds of breast cancer. So something really cool to keep in mind, clearly. And the last thing, number 4, is that you can reduce lactic acid and muscle fatigue with citrus. Dr. Greger says in this article, the same lactic acid that makes your yogurt tangy is the same lactic acid that builds up in our muscles when we exercise strenuously. Instead of bacteria fermenting the sugar in milk to make energy for themselves, our muscles ferment sugar in our diet to produce energy to contract. If, like when we're sprinting, lactic acid builds up in our muscles faster than it can be removed, we can end up with a burning sensation in our muscles, which makes us stop. But if we train, we can increase the number of blood vessels in our muscles and clear out the lactate faster. For example, if you take some overweight sedentary women and start them on an aerobic training program of running and walking, at the end of 3 months, their lactate levels during exercise decreased 17%. But those on the same program who drank 2 cups of orange juice a day decreased their levels by 27%. They did the same exercise program, but the citrus group experienced a significant decrease in blood lactate concentration, signifying an improvement in physical performance with less muscle fatigue. Now, I still think you should have the whole orange for that, but pretty amazing stuff, right? Did you know that? Now you know. You might not be able to feel these things in your body as you're actually eating the things, but this is why it's important to have lots of a variety of whole foods, plant-based stuff. So good for you and has so many positive benefits that you can't even notice when you're having it. So make sure you get some really good citrus in your diet. Put a lemon in your smoothie zest, some orange zest or some lemon zest over your salad. Could even make like an arugula citrus salad. I have an example of one of those on my Instagram channel you can check out. As always, links for this stuff is down below so you can check out more details. If you like this video, please let me know by liking, commenting, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. That's how you show me that you appreciate what I'm doing. That's all I got for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! The hands and feet of those with cold sensitivity. Hands and feet. Put some lemon juice over your, put some orange zest, some